Keiko Yasuhiro? I don't know her. I'm Celestia Ludenberg, the ultimate gambler from the House of Hope's Peak. I'm here to give the audience the Victorian glamour fantasy they deserve, and to take home a pretty new crown. But for those of you who are only after the drama, let's just say I plan to make it very clear why they call me the Queen of Liars.
Celestia looks around, seeing that she is the first queen in the workroom, and calmly smiles before politely sitting at the nearest table and asking production to bring on the next queen.
New Horizons' lucky star, Ione, has arrived. I'm Ione, the shining star of New Horizons. You may know of my sister Anka, who got on Cartoon Drag Race Season 10. Much like her, I'm a very well-rounded entertainer with many different talents. I plan on following in her footsteps as a frontrunner on Cartoon Drag Race Philippines so I can bring a crown back to our island. I see someone got here first. I love her aesthetic, but mama, that shoe just does not do it for me. It's a, what do you call it, old maiden type of heel. Maybe she can borrow a pair from me after the judges call her out for it.
Ione sees Celestia and compliments her outfit. Celestia thanks her, and says she looks gorgeous and might be her only competition in the look department, when their conversation is suddenly cut short by loud laughter coming from the hallway.
He who has talent in him must be purer in soul than anyone else. Oh wait, that's me. Well hello, my name is Nikolai, and I'm the fashion clown of Cartoon Drag Race Philippines Season 1. I could go on and on about my skills, but the list of skills I don't have is much shorter. Well, actually, it's empty.
Nikolai asks the other queens what they think, and Celestia compliments his look, asking if he made it himself. Nikolai responds that he had some help from his drag family, but that everything he brought was made by himself with their help. A sudden draft of wind goes through the workroom, causing the queens to shiver. They look around to see where it's coming from.
My name is Venti, and I'm here to blow the competition away. I can tell the other queens recognize me. I'm somewhat of an icon in the community because of my stunning performances and designs. It must be scary seeing a threat like me.
I have no fucking clue who that is. Beautiful gowns, though.
Venti turns to the other queens and proclaims that they can go home now, causing everyone to laugh. Ione says she recognizes him, and asks if he has performed in New Horizons before, to which he confirms he has. Ione mentions that it was a great show, and she had never seen anything like the reveal outfit he wore for it. Venti says that he made that outfit himself that day, impressing the group. Nikolai shushes everyone, proclaiming that he hears footsteps.
Oh, is it my line? My name is Mafuyu Sato, the up-and-coming singing queen from my band The Seasons. I have to be honest, I'm a bit nervous. These queens look so strong. But I know I belong here, and I'm gonna do my all to take the win home. Before becoming a drag queen, I had already made a name for myself as a singer along with my band. But I took very quickly to the craft, and I've already headlined some large shows and done design work for some big names in the community. I really do think I have what it takes to be up there with the likes of Musa, Elisa, and Isma as a powerhouse entertainer, and I'm here to prove just that.
The queens laugh a bit at Sato for getting his entrance line, and ask him what kind of drag he does. Sato replies that he's a singer and a designer mainly. Nikolai asks how long he has done drag, and Sato says only 4 months, but that he has moved fast. Celestia compliments him for getting on the show so quickly after starting drag, and says that from his outfit it's clear that he deserves it. Sato thanks her, but before he can say anything else, the queens hear footsteps.
I'm here to steal hearts, and the crown.
Ritsuka, if you're watching, cover your ears. Talk about trade of the season. I wonder if he's single. No, I'm a taken man.
I'm Arsene, the Kai Queen of Cartoon Drag Race Philippines. I'm known for my looks serving perfect boy body, my dancing skill, and for always turning the party. It'll never be boring when Arsene is around. I believe myself to be one of the strongest lip syncers this show has ever seen. But unfortunately you probably won't get to see that because I'm not planning on touching the bottom 2. 5.0 track record, here I come.
All the queens except Celestia stare at Arsene for a moment after his entrance. Arsene introduces himself and the other queens do the same. Celestia and Ione mention that they've heard of Arsene, and Venti says he has too. They met once at an event. Sato asks if Arsene is nervous since he has a reputation to uphold, and Arsene says no, because he'll have no trouble upholding it. The queens laugh. After a moment, they hear loud heel clacking from the doorway.
Busted. These queens are busted.
Oh, I've heard of her. Isn't this Candace Flynn's drag sister from Danville? Candace made the finale on Cartoon Drag Race Season 8, and this queen looks even cuntier. I'll have to keep an eye on her.
I made it. My name is Vanessa Doofenshmirtz. I'm the drag sister of Candace Flynn from Cartoon Drag Race Season 8. But I wouldn't say our drag is similar at all. I wear a lot of black, a lot of chains, a lot of belts. And I always highlight the mug. If you want someone to cave in the runway, I'm who you call. I tend to keep my cards close. I let my talent speak for itself, and you'll be seeing a lot of that. I'm ready to take the crown back to Danville, so let's hurry the filler entrances up. All the queens compliment Vanessa's look, and ask her if she's a fashion queen, to which she says yes. She also says that she considers herself a dancing queen, and prides herself on her shows back in Danville opening for her drag sister, Candace. Sato asks if she's talking about Candace Flynn, and she confirms that yes, she is. She says she is proud of Candace's spot in the finale, but she plans on taking it further and winning the entire show. Nikolai laughs and tells her to get in line. Vanessa notices Venti, and says they must have budget this season if they're getting someone like him on the cast. Venti says that if the others beside them are any evidence, they must have spent it all on him. The queens laugh.
I may be the princess of Noor, but in this workroom, I'm the queen. Period. It's me, the tits at the top, the princess of Noor. I am Camilla. You may bow. I see the other queens looking at me, and I know they're mad that I showed them up like this. Who else is doing it like me? The only person here that's particularly impressive to me is that Rococo queen sitting in the back. She's the only one close to my level of polish. I think I'd like to kiki with her.
Camilla moves over to the other queens, lightly brushing them out of her way to get to Celestia and introduce herself. Celestia says it's nice to have another polished queen with a dark aesthetic, and asks how long Camilla has done drag. Camilla says nearing on 10 years, and Venti asks if after that much time the weight of her chest has caused permanent damage. The queens laugh, and Camilla asks Celestia how long she has done drag, to which Celestia says only a few years. After the conversation moves on, Camilla quietly asks if Celestia wants to work with her. Celestia agrees, and Camilla says they can be the Dark Bitch Alliance. Nikolai notices their conversation and laughs to himself as the next queen enters.
Taking to the skies, it's me, Amolga. Oh my god, I'm really on Cartoon Drag Race. Well, Cartoon Drag Race Philippines. I'm Amolga, the soaring star of Univa. I'm the drag daughter of Elisa, and since Cartoon Drag Race doesn't have the pockets for her, I'm the next best thing. We've performed as a duo across Univa, Sano, and Carlos, and once I'm out of filming we'll go on a world tour to celebrate my crowning. Hee hee. I'm going to show you all what the House of Nimbasa can do.
That little one, doesn't she travel with Elisa? She's one to watch for sure.
Emolga flies over the workroom in excitement, before landing smoothly on the table next to the other queens. Arson asks if she's Elisa's drag daughter, to which Emolga says yes. Ione says anyone who learned from Elisa is fierce competition. Emolga says that between her comedy skills and the runways she commissioned from Elisa's personal designer, the other queens better watch out for her. Vanessa says she's curious how far the apple falls from the tree, and she'll keep an eye on her. Before Emolga can get in another word, the queens hear running from the hall. Suddenly, they see another queen turn the corner and drop into a sliding split through the doorway.
Get ready to feel very attacked.
Another shining example of Asian excellence enters the competition, and wow! That sliding drop into the splits, are you kidding? Come on season 1, let's get sickening.
I'm Chun-Li, the street fighting queen of your dreams. You saw that entrance. The other queens may as well pack up because I'm here to win. I'm the fiercest dancing queen in all of China. Well, I might have to share the title with Ling Xiaoyu, at least for now. When I come back with a Cartoon Drag Race chick I can take the solo title.
The queens cheer at Chun-Li's stunt. After they've calmed down, Vanessa asks what kind of drag Chun-Li is known for. Chun-Li says that she is mainly a dancer and stunt queen, but she's also known for her unique fashion.
Oh, she might be an issue. She just commanded the entire room within 5 seconds, and I'm competing with her in my specialties. I can't even throw beads on the stage like in Showgirls. She beat my ass and I'll have to leave from injury.
Emolga cuts them off and points at the door as two pink arms stretch all the way across the doorway and hook the inner wall, reeling the queen into view.
Well, 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 let me get a look at the menagerie. Do you love me yet?
No.
Say, isn't this swell? I'm Spinel, the kookiest queen this side of, well, everywhere. I'm just here to make the judges, and everyone else, laugh. A few of my hometown queens don't like me much, but I think they're just no fun.
Spinel moves over to the other queens and immediately acts very friendly. After introductions, she asks what everyone else is most excited for in the competition. Sato says he wants to make more friends and connections in drag. Venti says his crown.
Talk about grading, I mean really. If all you can talk about is that you're gonna win, chances are, you aren't gonna win. Rub your two twink brain cells together and come up with something else to say.
Nikolai comments that they both do clown drag, as he calls himself a fashion clown. Except he's more fashion, then he looks her up and down and says that she's more clown. The queens laugh, but Spinel gets visibly angry and goes quiet. Nikolai takes notice of this, but before he says anything more, the queens hear loud hollering from the hallway.
Woohoo! Tighten your wrist strap and get ready for me to smash the competition, because I'm zipping straight to the finish line. Hi everyone! I'm Zip, I'm a brand new queen from a little known place called Suthen Island. As of now I think I'm the only drag queen there, but hopefully when I come home with the win I'll put us on the map. My drag is very high energy and comedy driven, I love to laugh and I love to break tension. I'm also an incredible lip syncer, should it come to that. But I'm so excited to make new friends here.
Zip starts talking very quickly and very excitedly, barely letting anyone get a word in. Camilla, Ione, and Arsene are visibly annoyed.
Oh my god, if he stays for more than a few weeks I'm throwing the Wii remote at the damn TV.
Mafuyu Sato seems to enjoy Zip's ramblings and listens very closely, smiling and laughing with him. The two bond.
I'm very quiet by nature, so I really enjoy talking with people who can lead the conversation like my boyfriend, Ritsuka. The others seem annoyed by Zip, but they don't seem to care for me much either with how I blend in, so we can bond on that. We're both new to drag, but I'll do what I need to do to help Zip in this competition if it comes up. What else are friends for?
A distinct hum can be heard from the hallway, and Emolga gasps and tells the other queens to be quiet and look.
Coming from Unova, it's... Oh, who am I kidding? You know who I am.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, that's my drag mother.
We are so fucked.
That's right. After all this time, it really is me. Alisa, the electrifying beauty of Unova. I won't call myself the Sasha Colby of cartoon drag, that's so tired. I'm the Alisa of cartoon drag, and it doesn't get much better than that.
The queens all gasp, and Emolga flies over and jumps on Alisa excitedly. Alisa walks over to the other queens and greets them politely. Camilla says she's shocked to see Alisa, and never expected her to audition. Alisa says that she doesn't see herself as above the show, and wants to prove that her fame is for a reason. Sato says he respects her a lot for that. Nikolai questions if Emolga will be able to avoid fading into the background with Alisa around, and Alisa immediately clocks him, saying that comparing her and Emolga is pointless because they're two different queens. Nikolai quietly laughs to himself. Production interrupts the queens, and tells them it's time to get ready for the mini-challenge. Spinel won the mini-challenge. Spinel excitedly says she got the first win of the season. Vanessa rolls her eyes.
She's joking, right? She has to be. You didn't win anything, Mary. Sorry, let me correct myself. You won a $50 coupon to a wig shop. I doubt she can even break out of her delusions long enough to use it to buy a replacement for that Party City mess on her head.
Hello, my lovely first batch of queens, and welcome to Season 1 of Cartoon Drag Race Philippines. I am Kagami Nalen, one of your co-hosts here to announce your very first Maxi Challenge. This week you will all be expected to serve two looks, one that you've brought from home and one that you will be creating here in the workroom. You will all be provided with the same base garment and must use the provided fabric and materials to modify it to fit your drag aesthetic. Good luck, and don't fuck it up.
A runway challenge week 1? Oh Len, you shouldn't have. This should be a simple week 1 win for me.
This is perfect. The girls on this cast are stunning, but nobody is beating me on the runway, period. And the design element should weed out any of the mannequin queens. You know who you are.
Production members roll out mannequins with white base garments on them for the queens to modify. Vanessa immediately moves to the fabric table and picks up what she wants, pushing through the other queens and taking almost all of the dark fabrics.
Are you kidding? Vanessa just took basically everything black on that table. These base garments are white. We're supposed to make our designs fit our drag persona, and now the Dark Bitch Alliance has nothing dark. Girl, you're gonna share.
Zip gets to the tables last, and most of the conventionally good material has already been taken.
Design is already not my forte, and I'm not really a look queen in general either. My closet this season came from a tight budget. And now I have so few good materials to use. This isn't looking good.
The queens all get to work. Vanessa immediately tears her base garment in multiple places. Nikolai moves to the station in the corner to watch the other queens while he works. Mafuyu Sato is working at the same table as Zip.
Outside of Drag Race, I've made amazing outfits for some of the greatest queens out there, including Elisa and a certain cartoon Drag Race winner. I'd consider it my main talent after singing, but I see Zip struggling, and I can't help but help him out. I'm sure I'll have enough time to finish mine regardless.
Sato starts doing a lot of the sewing for Zip's look, but is still having trouble with how few materials Zip had to work with.
I see Sato doing almost all of Zip's work for him. Mama, this is a competition. I know that he is an incredibly talented designer, and yet his own look so far is incredibly basic because he's done almost nothing to it. Zip's isn't turning out all that well either, which is his own fault for not fighting for the good material like the rest of us. I'm not quite finished yet, but mine is already peak drag excellence, almost as good as the one I brought from home. I think I have a good shot at the win this week.
Camilla and Celestia go over to Vanessa's station and ask to use some of the dark fabric they need for their looks. Vanessa agrees, on the condition that if she needs help in the future they'll do the same for her. They agree, and Celestia offers Vanessa to join the DBA girls. Vanessa says no for now, but that she'll think about it. Spinel works incredibly meticulously, refusing to speak to any of the other queens.
I don't have time for these girls right now. I know that I have this challenge on lock, and I need to focus. This is my win.
Nikolai notices Elisa and Emolga's outfits look extremely similar in concept, but the one Elisa made looks notably better in execution. He comments to Emolga that she should consider changing her design to stand out from Elisa, because queens never last long in someone else's shadow. Emolga gets nervous.
Is he really right about that? My garment looks great, but Elisa's is definitely better, and if they're so similar the judges will definitely notice that mine is worse in comparison. Should I start over? No, I don't have enough time. I just have to keep going.
Chun-Li and Ione are working at the same station together. Ione asks who Chun-Li sees as the biggest threats, aside from themselves. Chun-Li mentions Venti, Arsene, and Elisa. Ione responds that Camilla, Celestia, and Vanessa seem very close already and all look quite strong, and that they should watch out for those three. Chun-Li agrees. Venti is moving around the workroom, talking to each group and barely working on his outfit. Chun-Li questions why he hasn't been working on his own outfit, and reminds him that over half of their time is up. Venti assures her that he has it handled.
Venti is barely a quarter of the way done with his outfit so far and he's running around, being chatty and joking with the other queens? That seems dangerous. That being said, the small amount that he has finished looks the best of anyone so far, so maybe he does have it handled after all. I see him as one of the biggest threats in this competition for sure, so long as he can manage to focus.
After some more time passes, production tells the queens that their time is up and it's time to get ready for the runway.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first Maxi Challenge of Cartoon Drag Race Philippines. I am one of your sickening hosts, Kagamane Len. Please say hello to our amazing judging panel this week. The other half of our twin hosting duo, Kagamane Rin. And our first ever special guest judge, the winner of Cartoon Drag Race Season 5, and the host of Cartoon Drag Race North of the Border, Yzma. For today's Maxi Challenge, the queens were tasked with walking the runway in what they consider the perfect representation of their drag aesthetic, as well as with a look that they've modified in the workroom to do the same. Now, for the first time ever, let the judging commence.
Vanessa and Ione slayed the challenge.
I can tell the judges adored my looks, especially Yzma, but they were really living for Vanessa too. I think I did slightly better, but we'll see what happens.
Arsene, Elisa, Chun-Li, Nikolai, Spinel, and Venti had a great performance.
I gave the judges everything they needed and more on that runway, and my presentation was unmatched. Well, it would normally be, but I was actually very impressed with the work of some other queens, especially Vanessa. I'm hoping to be in the top, but shockingly, I think I might just be safe this time around. I'm interested to see what else these girls can do.
I'm 100% sure I won this challenge. The judges loved my look, and everyone else looked mediocre at best. Give me my crown.
The judges were actually very impressed by my look. It was clear that if it only had some more detailing it would probably be the best of the week. I'm so frustrated, I should have spent more time on it. But at least the other queens saw how much I did in so little time. They better be worried.
Camilla, Emolga, Mafuyu Sato, and Celestia Ludenberg had a good performance. Zip had a bad performance.
My queens, I have made my decision. Elisa, Venti, Chun-Li, Arsene, Spinel, Camilla, and Celestia Ludenberg. You're safe.
What the fuck?
You may leave the stage. Emolga, Vanessa, Elisa, Zip, Nikolai, and Mafuyu Sato. You are the tops and bottoms of the week.
I'm not surprised. Now it's time to get my win.
Nikolai, you showed us both sides of clown couture. You're safe. Great job this week, you may leave the stage. Ione, tonight on the runway you shone like a star. Vanessa, your distressed fashion had us begging for more. Congratulations, you're the top 2 queens of the week. But there will only be one winner.
The time has come for you to lip sync for the win! Good luck, and don't fuck it up.
Oh, hell yes. Not only am I a fierce performer, but this song is perfect, and the look matches. I'm about to stomp this rat into the ground.
The lip sync song is Numb by Linkin Park. Vanessa had a good lip sync, Ione flopped the lip sync.
Ladies, I have made my decision.
Vanessa,
Congratulations, you're a winner, baby.
Ione, great job this week, you are safe to slay another day. But the judging is not over. Zip, Emolga, and Sato, will you please return to the main stage?
Oh god. When they announced the top 2 I thought we just play slow and this was a non-elimination. Nikolai was right about my outfit. I just looked like a worse Elisa. I just know I'm about to have to lip sync.
Emolga, this week you failed to stand out from your drag mother. You're safe. Step it up next week. Mafuyu Sato, Zip, I'm sorry my dears, but you're up for elimination.
The time has come for you to lip sync for your life!
Lip syncing is what I do, and it's what I'm good at. But I just couldn't bring myself to lip sync against Sato, the only person to show me kindness in this competition. I just couldn't do it.
Good luck, and don't fuck it up.
At the start of the lip sync, I have to admit, I was throwing to let Zip stay another week because I knew it was important to him. But then I realized he was doing the same thing, and one of us had to stay, so at the end I kicked it into high gear and really performed. Thank you, Zip.
My queens, I have made my decision. Zip. I'm sorry dear, but it's not your time. Sashay away. Mafuyu Sato, Shantae you stay. You got lucky, don't let me see you give up like that again.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Mafuyu Sato, knock those bitches dead. Zip out.
This is untucked.
Mafuyu Sato is quiet, before eventually silently walking out of the room. Chun-Li leaves after him. Elisa compliments Vanessa, Ione, and Nikolai for doing so well in the challenge. Ione thanks her, stating that Elisa is one of her biggest inspirations and references, and that she followed her recent tour for weeks. They all four bond. Vanessa goes over to Camilla and Celestia, and accepts their request for her to join the DBA girls, prompting excitement. Camilla says that Vanessa is clearly a very strong queen, and will be an asset to the group. Spinel is sulking in the corner of the room, prompting Nikolai to ask why she's acting that way. Spinel snaps at him, saying she's upset because Nikolai took her rightful top placement and she was robbed of the win. Nikolai jokes that that's a lot of emotion for Safe, and that he had a better concept, execution, presentation, and clearly, personality. Spinel says that he will be the next to go because his drag doesn't stand up to anyone else's here, and storms off.
I knew from the get-go that Spinel would get on my nerves fast. The pink one so annoying.
Chun-Li finds Mafuyu Sato and attempts to comfort him. He thanks her, and says that he will be okay, it just hurt to send home the only person he had connected with so far. Chun-Li says that she'll stay and keep him company anyway, and the two bond.